Hi, it's me again, and I have received an important missive, which I assume is from television licensing. And if I've got this, maybe you have too. So I thought we could go through it together. Official notice, investigation opened. 100% certain I've had this before. 100% certain it's been on the channel before. But maybe you've stumbled across this video because you've received this and you want to know what to do about it. So let's go through it together, and hopefully I can set your mind at ease about what you need to know and what you need to do, if anything, if you've received this. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like I might have had this one before, but possibly some of the wording has changed. I need to go through my extensive library of these letters. Anyway, I'll throw it on the screen. If this is the one you've got, let's go through it together, because it starts off at the top with unlicensed property. Yeah, because I don't have a television license, so that is correct, which is rare for one of these letters. Official notice, investigation opened. Dear legal occupier, this is an official warning no less, that we are carrying out an investigation. What do I do? An investigation of your address. We have asked you to contact us several times, but you have not responded. I should have responded, shouldn't I? There is still no record of a TV license at this property. Shit, they got me. They've got me. I am banging trouble. I'm being investigated. First of all, if you watch or record anything as being broadcast or access BBC iPlayer, you do require a television licence. I don't do any of those things, so I don't require one by law. By law. It's over 10 years now I haven't had one for. Not had any problems at all. Why are they investigating me? Over 2 years I've been in this property. I get a letter every month, and there's always some level of investigation going on. But I've never had a knock on the door. I would know if I do, but I haven't. Where's this investigation going then? Now, don't be scared of things like detector vans and stuff like that. All a myth. It's all a myth to made up to scare. They did have vans with TV detector written on them. They didn't really do anything really, and they certainly couldn't nowadays. I mean, imagine the amount of ways you can receive television into your property. Not necessarily through the aerial, but through Sky, through FreeSat, through a multitude of streaming services, cable, anyway, through your home broadband, through your mobile broadband. How could they possibly monitor that? They can't. That's why it's a myth. But anyway, this is an official warning. They're carrying out an investigation of my address. This letter is addressed to the legal occupier and has been for this address for over 2 years. How's that investigation going? They haven't even found out my name. I live in a block of flats, right? And on my post box downstairs and on my buzzer number is my name. So if they had popped round, they'd have my name. That's how little they think. This is just a scary letter, right? But anyway, we have asked you to contact us several times, but you have not responded because I don't have to. Who do you think you are that you demand that I respond to you when you send me a letter? Go away. Netflix sends me the odd email. I haven't had Netflix for ages. I get the odd email now and then telling me about new shows coming on, and I just delete them because I'm not really that interested. Do you think they ever send me a letter saying, you have not responded to our communication? How dare you? No. I don't know who they think they are. You have not responded. There is no law saying that I have to tell these people that I don't require their service. You can do that. You can do the no license needed thing. You can do that. It will cut down some of the shitty letters. You're still going to get a visit. I think it guarantees you a visit more than just blanking them personally. But I don't have to do that. I can just not pay them, or I can move into this property like I did and not tell them anything. I can do that, and I have done that. Why aren't they saying that's okay? This letter should start at the top. We noticed that someone in this property, we don't know who it is, doesn't have a television license. If you do require one, please consider purchasing one. Why don't you just say that? Why are they going scary? Why are they going scary? The law, it should be good. It is a criminal offence to watch or record live TV without a licence on any device. So just put that at the top then. Start in the red letters at the top. It is a criminal offence to watch or record live TV without a licence on any device. Just start with that. And then underneath it, just say politely, if you do any of those things, you need to contact us to purchase a television licence. This includes all TV channels, pay TV services like Sky, and live TV on streaming services like Amazon Prime Video. You also need a TV licence to be covered for anything or everything on BBC iPlayer, which is correct. I've got no problem with that. It's ridiculous to me. It is properly ridiculous to me that there's live sport on Netflix, live stuff on Amazon Prime and that, isn't there? You can't watch that without a television licence. What business is it of the BBC's if you want to watch the wrestling or the boxing or whatever on Netflix? You already pay for Netflix. What business is it of the BBC's to charge you for a licence in order to consume the content you've already paid for? How are they getting away with this? It's the biggest scam going, isn't it? It is a massive scam. How can you stop this investigation? Oh, I am interested in stopping this because it's got me up at night. This investigation, I can't sleep. Right, how can I stop it? Buy a licence. It's funny how that would stop it, isn't it? If you've recently moved, 2 and a bit years ago, please move your old licence to I didn't have a licence at my old address either, though. Sorry, I haven't had one for over 10 years. But I do want to stop this investigation. Let us know you don't use TV receiving equipment at this address. See, this is wrong, this line. I don't know how they need to change that. I don't know how they're getting away with that. Because the licence isn't based on what equipment you own. It's based on what you use that equipment to do. So you can't see, but behind you there, I've got a massive telly. Right, not a flash one, but a massive one. And that, if it wanted to, could be television receiving equipment. I could, if I wanted to, plug an aerial into that and receive television. I could, if I wanted to, plug a skybox into that and receive television. I don't do that, and so I don't require a licence just because I own the television. The phone I'm recording this on is technically television receiving equipment. The laptop that I'm sitting here with is basically television receiving equipment. I can own all these things and not require a television licence. So I don't understand how they're getting away with that line in there. I've called them out on that before. Nothing's changed over the years. It's been in there for ages. It's wrong. It's wrong information. If we don't hear from you, our enforcement team will schedule a visit. Okay, we'll come to that. You could be prosecuted if we find you've been watching, recording or downloading TV programmes illegally. You may have to pay a fine of up to £1,000 plus any legal costs and or compensation. So that's the meat of it. That's the meat of their letter. And all this is a threat to try and scare you into paying for something you may not need. That's all it is. They can't sell the benefits of a television licence based on the quality of the product that you get, because it has no quality. It has no quality at all. I quite happily live not watching the BBC ever again. There's nothing on there I'm interested in. But the problem is you can't watch ITV as it's been broadcast on Channel 4 or Sky Sports without paying these people money, which is wrong. It is wrong, isn't it? But anyway, if we don't hear from you, our enforcement team will schedule a visit. Okay. You could be prosecuted if we find you've been watching, recording. Right, how are you going to find that out? Well, we've covered that. Detector vans are a myth. There is only one way they can find out what you've been doing. And no one has the right to know what you've been doing in your property anyway, but there is only one way they could ever know, and that's if you tell them. They will send one of these, we call them goons, they call themselves TV licence enforcement officers. I call them door-to-door salesmen. They'll come round, sometimes they're dressed in one of them vest things that the coppers wear, sometimes they're not, sometimes they're wearing a tie, carrying a clipboard or some electronic device they have now. They try and portray some illusion of authority on you, like they're bailiffs, or maybe they're a bit policey, something like that. They like that. They like to portray that over to you. They are door-to-door salesmen. They have no powers of entry. You can tell them to jog on and shut the door in their face, and they can't put their foot in the door, they can't keep hammering on it, they can't do any of these things. So if one knocks on your door, they're going to try and get you to talk for as long as possible, because they know the longer you talk, the more chance you've got of dropping yourself in it. They may also ask to come in and inspect your equipment, Mrs. Why would you let a stranger into your house? This is the other bit that gets me. Why would you let a stranger into your house? I've been doing this for over 10 years. And I've been doing this channel, probably not far off that, 7 or 8 years. And I still could not tell you what a real TV licence enforcement officer's ID badge looks like. But I bet I could make one that would fool you. I bet I could. I bet it would take me about 5 minutes to create one in Photoshop that could fool anybody. So I could go and knock on people's doors, and I could knock on an old lady's door, show them this badge I've just made and ask to come in. This doesn't sound good, does it? You don't know who these people are. You don't know they really work for TV licensing. Why would you let them into your property? No, you're not coming in. No, I'm not talking to you. So if one knocks on your door, it couldn't be easier to handle it, right? So you got to, hello, who are you? Hello, I'm from TV licensing. I notice you haven't got a license. Keep talking. Now, let me just stop you there, mate. No, thank you. And you close the door. That's it. That's it. You're perfectly within your rights to do so. It's a door-to-door salesperson. If you don't believe me, have a look on this channel, click my name, and go for the playlists and find Goon Visits. And there's loads and loads of videos of people saying, no thanks, mate, and shutting the door. You're perfectly within your rights to do so. Now, I'm not saying they won't come back, but these people visit a lot of addresses every day. Oh, it's raining. Sorry if you can hear rain in the background. These people visit a lot of addresses a day. And sales is a numbers game, especially scummy sales like this. So maybe they will come back. But if it happens to them again, the door shut in their face, they're not going to waste their time. They're going to go find easier prey somewhere else, because that's what scummy salespeople do, isn't it? Don't be scared of them. Do not be scared of them. There is nothing to be scared of. Never be scared to open the door to those people. If you've got a Ring doorbell or something, you can shout through and tell them the job. Brilliant. But if one knocks on your door, hello, who are you? Oh, I'm from TV License. No, thanks, mate. Shut the door. Done. Over. That's their investigation over. So how could they find we've been watching, recording or downloading TV programmes illegally? You may have to pay a fine of up to £1,000 plus any legal costs. Yes, the maximum fine is £1,000. If you talk to them, you grass yourself up, you let them in. Now, I'm not saying you should be watching stuff you shouldn't be watching, all right? Don't. If you don't have a licence, you can't watch the stuff, all right? But the maximum fine is £1,000. I've never once heard of it being given out. Average fine's about 150, 160 quid. And that's it. From Scott Robson, again, who I don't believe exists, Regional Manager for Enforcement. But he seems to cover every region, does old Scott Robson. So there you go. Hopefully, look, if you've got this letter and you were worried about it, throw it away. Don't worry about it. The only thing you need to think about is if you get a visit from one of these people, it's no thank you, mate, and it's shut the door. That's it. That's it. The letters are all complete and utter nonsense. Laugh at them, throw them away. Done. It's not the worst of the letters, that one, but it's not the best either, is it? It is trying to scare you into paying for something you might not need, but it's not the worst offender of it. But I just don't know how they get away with it. I don't know how to get, and the cost, it costs them millions a year to do this. I get one a month and have done for years and years and years. It's madness, isn't it? And don't be fooled by thinking that if you do the no license needed thing, you tell them you don't require a license. Basically what you're doing there is you're opening the door to them, metaphorically speaking, that you're open to communication. You know, because at the minute that's addressed to the legal occupier. They don't know even if anyone lives at this property. But once you start filling out the form, you've told them who you are, you've told them how long you've lived at the address, etc. Now you're open to communication, you will get a visit. You'll cut down on some of the shittier letters, you will still get letters, but you are definitely going to get a visit. It's up to you if you want to do it. I have done it. I got 2 visits for doing it. I wouldn't do it again. I wouldn't do it again. Just blanking them is the best way, really. If you want more help on that, there's a video down in the description which will let you know everything you can and can't do without a television licence. I was a bit over-enthusiastic in it. I'm going to redo it with my new grumpy self. But yeah, click that. While you're down there finding that, leave a comment as well. Hit all the buttons, do all of that stuff. Because if you do it all, hopefully I'll get to see you in another video again soon, won't I? Ta-da.